Good meat to eat. This raw steak has been sitting here for a while.
I don't mind if I do.
I've already got a piece of raw meat. I really like this ladder. I don't like this ladder that much. Dear me, there's a shark in the water. It's not very appetizing, but they actually fit together perfectly. I don't think that's a good idea. Incredibly enough, it would seem that the shark has just died from some horrible food poisoning.
Now that the shark is dead, you don't mind jumping in. Boggle, goggle, sniffin, snortin, weeble, wobble, but I don't fall down. Into the brim, to the rim you'll spill, and your lungs will bung like a fish's meal.
There he is, guys. He's touched down already. Let's see if he's okay. Are you all right, my friend? No broken bones?
It feels like I broke my head. It feels like I broke my head.
Do you feel dizzy with a pounding sensation between the ears?
Yes, that's it, except you forgot to mention the 1,000 ice picks in the brain sensation too.
Don't worry about that. It's probably the pressure you're under. You're in it quite deep, you know. Of course, then there's the fact that you're not well adapted to this place, if you know what I mean.
What are you really trying to tell me?
Don't get me wrong. Most of us are friendly once you get to know us. It's just that we don't take kindly to strangers down here.
I'm not looking for any trouble, but I've got some important things to do.
You look like a sensible fellow. Go back where you came from while you still can.
Sure, that sounds like some good advice.
You, here I am. Oh, Mr. Wonderful, come and get me. You. Oh, you. I've been. Help me, please.
A sexy doll-faced siren is sitting on a rock in the middle of the abyss.
Zonkers? I'm going bonkers.
You talk the talk, but can you walk the walk?
Shucks, it's nothing. But what are you doing looking so good on that rock?
That's what I'm here for. To be good to you. That is, if you've got what it takes to step onto this rock with me.
Sounds good to me. Here goes nothing. How do I know this isn't a trick?
You silly boy. Tricks are for kids. Do I look like a kid to you?
I can't say what you look like really, but you sure look good.
That's what I'm here for. To be good to you. That is, if you've got what it takes to step onto this rock with me.
Only if you take off that bulky swimsuit.
But it's not a swimsuit. It's my real skin.
I see what you mean. I think I'll stick with my own kind, thank you very much.
Come back here, you wimp. I'm not through with you.
Phew, that was close. Don't be afraid, I'm coming. Zonkers? I'm going bonkers. Shucks, it's nothing.
That's what I'm here for.
I'd rather take a bath in acid.
Oysters are quite rare at the bottom of the sea.
Cool, there's something inside this shell.
This pearl is going to feel nice in your pocket.
There's nothing in here. That doesn't do anything.
I've been waiting for someone to come along and manhandle me. Knock it off. I don't go for that kind of thing. I'd rather have you in person right here with me.
Berry. Okay, I'm looking at it. Cool, this oyster's got a pearl in it. I suppose I could make a necklace.
Quickthorpe takes the lovely pearl.
There's a pearl in this oyster shell.
It's a shiny pearl.
I'll just help myself, thank you.
In the old days, Kor was a great fish god. Over the last few hundred years, he's been demoted to a common underwater sector guard.
The road stops here for you, stranger.
Hello there, Aquaman. My name's Quickthorpe.
I am Kor, Guardian of the Sea. Or at least I was a long time ago. Now I'm just an ordinary sector guard on minimum wage.
Try to imagine how fantastically little I care.
I hate this job. The road stops here.
Are you the nasty sea monster that I've heard about?
You must be talking about Vivian the Gorgon. She's nasty, all right. She's my boss.
What makes her so horrible?
She's got full control of everything down here, and she makes my life miserable by forcing me to guard this spot for the last couple of 100 years, ever since she came here.
Do you know where she lives?
She lives down in the caves between the Engulf Fortress and the Land of Shadows. Every 10 years she goes to the surface to feed. You should be careful while you're down here. She has a weakness for human flesh.
What can you tell me about the Engulfed Fortress?
The Engulfed Fortress is one of the remains of your world in the ancient times when the Mechubars were on this planet. It all happened hundreds of years ago when there was a great explosion that nearly destroyed our entire world. Mountains and entire cities crumbled and were buried in deep caves under the sea. It is said that in the Land of Shadows there is an ancient lost city from your world. I've even heard that there are rivers flowing with lava and fire. Anyway, it isn't the kind of place I'd want to go for a vacation.
Who were the Mechubars really?
All I know about them is that they came from a distant galaxy. And when the Mechubars left, they did it with a big bang. One thing is sure. They had some kind of mysterious power or technology that the humans were after. All that's gone now. I may be wrong, but I've got a hunch that the answer to all of this mess with the Mechubars is lost somewhere deep in the Engulfed Fortress. As for me, I'll be spending the rest of eternity guarding this tunnel like a schmuck.
I'm starting to get the picture anyway. But there's still a missing link somewhere, and for the life of me, I haven't figured it out.
I have a feeling you will succeed. And when it's over, who knows? Maybe you'll be... I have a feeling you will succeed. And when it's over, who knows? Maybe you'll be a hero. The roads...
Hello there, Flipper. My name's Quickthorpe.
I hate this job.
William is a cranky old crab, but he's quite a nice fellow when you're on his good side.
I don't see anything else of interest. That's quite a nice pad you got.
Thanks, but I'm just a hired claw. I do the gardening and various sanitary services. This luxurious private garden estate actually belongs to Master Pearlman Kaupa.
I see you're trimming the seaweed.
That's quite an observation. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to work.
Excuse me for being bored. I'll just go bother some security guards. That's quite a nice pad.
Thanks, but I'm this luxurious...
Where can I find this Mr. Kaupa?
He's indoors, probably relaxing. I wouldn't want to disturb him.
Do you mind if I just stroll around?
Be my guest. Just watch where you're stepping.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Forget it, kid. I'm busy. Thanks, but I'm just the hired claw. If you got something, you better give it to Master Pearlman Kaupa.
A door carved in giant mountain spruce decorates this lovely executive home.
That's not exactly what...
Spruce decorates this lovely executive home.
That's not exactly what I had in mind.
Yes, may I help you?
Could I interest you in some pearls?
Please come in. What did you say your name was? I thought I told you to get lost.
May I use your bathroom, please?
Go jump in a hole, you bum.
I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Sure, come on in. What did you say your name was?
Most of Cowper's personal artwork and interior designs falls into the famous Kilsod period. There's nothing of interest in this box. Quickthorpe is not able to do that. Quickthorpe is not interested in the little box. This lampshade is one of the many rare collectibles that can be found in Cowper's home. The chair is quite comfortable if you've got a turtle's rear end.
That's not exactly what I had in mind. That is not on my list of things to do.
Master Cowper keeps a large private aquarium in his back bedroom. Master Cowper keeps a large... Cowper is so rich that he has his own colour TV.
I wonder what he keeps in there.
Quickthorpe is not able to do that. Quickthorpe shouldn't touch anything without Cowper's permission.
He's a bit flaky, this guy, but I guess most rich people are.
A closer look reveals nothing more of interest. Most of Cowper's personal artwork and interior designs falls into the famous Kilsod period. That is beyond the range of...
Please don't touch the merchandise.
It's a cosy place you've got here.
Yes, it is quite homely, isn't it? This is my favourite place to just sit around and relax.
He's a bit flaky, this guy, but I guess he's a bit flaky. Would you be interested in my pearls?
I'm very interested in pearls. What have you got to show me?
It all depends on how interested you are.
Like I said, I'm very interested. But if you're trying to squeeze something out of me, you can forget it.
If that's how you feel about it, I'd rather leave now. Would you be interested?
I'm very...
It all depends.
Like I said...
Not even the directions to the engulfed fortress?
If you weren't my guest, I'd have you thrown out. But since you are a stranger, I feel it is only fair to warn you to stay away from the engulfed fortress. That is, if you ever care to see the light of day again.
Couldn't you at least tell me something that might be helpful?
I want to see some pearls first.
What's in the back of your house?
Just the world's biggest indoor aquarium, and you'll never get to see it unless you show me those pearls.
No problem. Let me just dig into my pockets to see what's there.
You've got 3 nice pearls. A closer look reveals nothing more.
Right idea, wrong execution. Well, well, what have we here? This is quite a rare find. I've been searching all my life for 3 identical pearls.
I guess they are pretty identical, but they're quite lovely. I was going to give them as a pearl neck girlfriend. Oh, where goes that idea? Not to mention the favours I would have gotten in return.
Don't you worry. Wait till you see what I'm going to give you. You won't even remember you had a girlfriend.
Cool, what is it?
It's the only map in existence to the legendary lost treasure of King Tut.
Wow, thanks a million. I can't wait to go and hunt for it.
You see? You've completely forgotten about her already.
Forgotten about who?
Wild seaweed grows just about everywhere.
Watch your hands if you don't want to get them snipped off.
That's a pretty nice private garden he's got. This guy must be rich. I don't see anything else of interest.
Wild seaweed grows just about...
It's strange, but it looks like the sand texture is a bit clumpy on this spot.
Quickthorpe is not able... Why on earth would you need a pocket full of sand?
Okay, I'm looking at it. So... The sand looks quite soft around here.
You're still here, I see.
Where else did you expect to find me?
Here or there is as good as anywhere.
I was actually hoping to see you guys again.
Same here. Actually, we wanted to give you some kelp. It's something we do down here as a sign of goodwill.
It's the nicest thing anybody's ever given me.
Take it. I'm tired of carrying it.
Leroy is a gardener. He shares a landscaping business with his brother William.
I'd rather kiss a snake between the ears. I'd rather kiss a snake between the ears.
That would be a very stupid thing to do.
That's a rather happy-looking eel.
It's actually a three-eyed electric conger eel. It can do considerable damage.
I don't think it could be possible to carry on a meaningful and intelligent discussion with this guy. That's odd, seeing a building right here at the bottom of the sea. I wonder... This must be the engulfed fortress. It doesn't look like it's going to be easy to get in. There's a shovel leaning up against the building.
Any way you look at it, it's still a shovel.
Excuse me, but could you tell me where I might find the engulfed fortress?
I haven't eaten all day, and I'm in no mood to start talking to tourists. And I'm not giving anyone directions. Now bugger off.
I don't mean to be rude, but I just wanted to know if you could tell me where I am.
Get lost, you lousy piece of driftwood.
Oysters are quite rare at the bottom of the sea. A few can still be found scattered about.
That's not exactly what I had in mind. That is not on my list of things to do.
I wouldn't touch that if I were you. Don't touch my tools.
I don't think that's a good idea. That doesn't do anything. That doesn't do anything.
Now this is a nice thing you've gone and done, giving me this carrot. I'm really touched. I'd like you to have my favorite shovel.
Does this mean I can keep it forever and ever?
That's right. It's yours to have. Now stop getting mushy on me or I'll change my mind.
Okie dokie. I see you're handy with the seaweed.
You could say that. What can I do for you?
What is this strange building?
Actually, that's a mystery. No one really knows what it's doing down here.
I've been looking all over for this place.
Lucky for you, you're standing right in front of it.
I would again like to thank you for the shovel.
Oh, stop it before I change my mind. It was my favorite one, you know.
Oh really? So you're gonna miss it then?
Oh, just stop it. That's enough of that shovel business.
How do I get into this building?
I haven't got the foggiest idea. Why not try the front door?
That's easier said than done. Have you seen that electric eel over there?
Well, here's another problem. I just avoid him altogether. But then I could care less about going into that old building.
But I must find out what's in there. My life depends on it.
Stop your crying. It's really nauseating. That's no way to use a shovel.
This could come in handy in the future.
That doesn't do anything. There's nothing buried here.
It's a map of a completely unheard of legendary treasure that was presumably buried in the sea a long time ago. The black X marks the spot where the legendary treasure of King Thut might be buried.
I don't think that's a good... It's strange, but it looks like the sand texture is...
After hours of furious digging, Quickthorpe strikes something hard in the ground and pulls out what appears to be a treasure chest. That is no way to break open a lock.
I'll bet some pirate buried this treasure chest down here hundreds of years ago. Wouldn't you know it, there's a lock on it. I'd rather save the pocket space for things I'll really need.
That is beyond the range of Quickthorpe's natural abilities.
Excellent jackpot! I think we could say that unlimited bar credit will be in order when I get back. I think we could say that I'm now astronomically filthy rich. I think we could say...
That's right. Quickthorpe is now filthy rich. In fact, the legendary treasure of King Thut is estimated to be approximately priceless.